Hello and welcome. I'm Imana Amawe. Coming up on the program. Bakassi IDPs denied access to relief materials sent in over a month ago. KWARA state battles to contain spread of cholera in ILORIN, the state capital. And Delta State shuts Asaba Airport for repairs. Welcome to News Across Nigeria, the program that brings you news from the length and the breadth of the country. A community leader in the Bakassi Peninsula has raised an alarm over the diversion of relief materials meant for the displaced people whose settlement was gutted by fire. Former legislator Senator Florence Ita-Giwa says a whistleblower informed her of diversions to private homes. She told journalists in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, that some of the items, especially building materials, are being sold at the timber market.
These relief items, comprising foodstuff, building materials, clothing and other things, are meant for the distribution among displaced Bakassi indigents in Cross River State, whose holding centers were gutted by fire several months ago. Weeks have passed since the ceremonial handover of the items by the Cross River State Deputy Governor.
For those who were affected by the fire incident at Abana and Tayama, to commence rebuilding their houses, their homes, and in the interim, because they have been again further displaced from where they were, to use the food items that have been given for them to at least survive.
The word on the street is that more than a month after the items were handed over, no distribution has taken place. Even worse, the government aid was found in a residence allegedly belonging to a politician. The owner was not at home when the police stormed the premises in company of Bakassi leader Senator Florence Ita-Giwa, who identified the materials to be the same ones meant for the IDPs.
Those people are suffering in this rain.
It's an emotional moment for the Bakassi indigents, as their distraught leader narrates how she got to know about the diversion.
And they are seated with no referendum, with nothing at all. And they gag us. These people are my people. At 71, I'm supposed to retire from this. But if I retire, they'll drive this people out of Nigeria. They'll be stateless. So I will not retire. I'll fight it till I die.
She blames the State Emergency Management Agency for not delivering the items directly to the people.
Someone should be in a state of preparedness to move the thing immediately straight to the people. How do you call local government to hand over the things to? He has to explain to Nigeria.
But the DG SEMA, Mr. Austin Inaku, insists he did the right thing by handing over the materials to the head of the local government administration.
Since there were factions about who to take materials there, the best person I should give to is the head of security in that council, and that's the Holger, and that was exactly what I did. And I did that with specific instruction that these things gets there.
For now, the IDPs wait for the issues to be sorted out by the relevant authorities, praying to make it through the excessive rains and hunger that have now set in.
The KWARA state government has swung into action to halt the spread of suspected cholera outbreak in some parts of the state capital, ILORIN, which has risen to 67 in the past 2 weeks. The Secretary to the State Government, Isiaka Gold, who led the government's delegation on a tour of some primary health centers, said the government is taking serious measures to contain its spread.
In the past 2 weeks, nearly 70 people, mainly children, have contracted the cholera disease in KWARA State, north-central Nigeria. The area mainly affected is ILORIN, the state capital. The State Commissioner for Health says his ministry is on top of the situation.
It's coming as a surprise, but by and large, because we are in a rainy season whereby flooding do occur into the source of water, into the source of food, or that there are so many fruits around that people can take without proper washing and otherwise. So basically, we believe it's due to a hygienic condition of the people around the locality where the issues occur.
A government delegation has been touring health facilities in the state capital, led by the secretary to the state government. Their findings is that the people are at risk mainly due to poor sanitation.
We have started a sensitization exercise to educate the people of the society to ensure that they keep a clean environment to avoid this type of something. So that's what we have done so far.
Health professionals at this primary healthcare center confirmed that the hospital recorded 67 cases in the last 2 weeks. She says the staff are trained on how to handle such diseases, aided by a functional treatment center.
In the month of May, we've had 83 cases, and in the last 2 weeks, 67 cases in Children's Specialist Hospital. So far, we are enjoying the support of the government, and we will continue to enjoy that because the ministry have promised to even provide us with IV fluids, giving sets, and medications.
The State Ministry of Health has deployed resources to hospitals across the state to enable them contain its spread, while there's an ongoing campaign to educate the people to keep the environment clean.
Now, the Department of Petroleum Resources says continuous and safe use of liquefied petroleum gas can enhance and promote environmental protection and conservation, reduce deforestation and air pollution, promote clean energy usage, and facilitate healthy population growth, as well as reduce any negative impact of climate change. This formed part of discussions at an event held by the department in Owerri, the Imo State capital, to promote the benefits of LPG usage. The aim is to reduce fire incidences and allay fears on the use of gas cylinders in homes.
Officials of the Department of Petroleum Resources in the Southeast, as well as National Association of Liquefied Petroleum Gas Marketers, stakeholders in the oil and gas sector, trade unions, youth groups and indigents of Imo State gathered in this hall for a one-day workshop on 2017 liquefied petroleum gas LPG with the theme promoting the benefits and encouraging the safe use of LPG.
The LPG owner, the plant owner, service providers, distributors, the man who sells his own at control. They're very important. They are here. They're very important. Hereafter, whatever kicks in, they will now move to the third level. That is the concept of this. It's not a one-off thing. No, it's a continuum. Whether Morrison is there, Albert is there, no. It's a continuum. It has to go on. It must go on.
Its utilization in the domestic sector. While fielding questions from newsmen after the workshop, the operations director of the Department of Petroleum Resources in Owerri explains how clean and safe it is to use LPG.
The use of LPG gas is safe, is clean, and much better than any other source of energy for domestic use.
This edition is the finale in the series of sensitization workshops in the Southeast on promoting the benefits and encouraging the safe use of LPG. Hopefully, the workshop will change the orientation of people about the use of LPG and also avail them the opportunity of tapping from the untapped natural gas deposits in the country.
In Ogun State, the government has called for attitudinal change among residents towards ensuring a cleaner and safer environment for living and business purposes. The State Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Bolaji Oyeleye, gave the advice in Abeokuta, the state capital, while listing the benefits of the state's underwater abstraction scheme. He says the project aims to control industrial activities and ensure due diligence among operators.
Water abstraction scheme that we just recently launched is established to protect the earth we all share from being degraded to the point of causing calamity through extraction of groundwater. It then behoves all of us to protect our environment against calamity and preserve it for posterity. No case saying that this year's World Environment Day theme is a viable solution to protect the environment. We need to engage ourselves to replant the forest, which is reforestation, to enact laws to protect our game reserves, to make laws to control industrial activities, and most importantly, to reconnect people back to nature.
Coming up on the program in a minute, the Chief Inspector General of Police orders investigation into the Navy and police clash in Cross River State. Stay with us for details.